Hello everyone and welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda Kelly from Rhonda Kelly's Readings, coming to you live. I realise it's already 5:10. So changing the time slot, I'm doing Wednesdays instead of, I was doing Fridays, the first Friday of the month. Now I'm going to do Wednesday fortnight, starting today. So doing 5 o'clock onwards. I'll probably just do a short live today because I just looking after some dogs, and then a few things happened, so I ended up, that's why I'm 10 minutes late. But yeah, 5 o'clock will be my thing. So tonight and in 2 weeks' time, I hope everyone is doing well. July, I've got a special. I've got a special for July for anyone who books on my calendly.com/psychic Rhonda Kelly. Anyone who books a 30-minute reading, pays for a 30-minute reading, will actually get 40 minutes. So that's my special that I've got for this month, just for July, just for bookings. Hi Stephanie, how you going? It's good. I'm actually in Geelong at the moment, so we're doing just a house sit. We're looking after 3 golden retrievers. We've looked after them before, so we know the dogs well. They know us well. So that's where I am today. Hope everyone's doing okay in the cold weather. It's just a bit, it's very cold. Fortunately, this is a really warm house, which is really good. I do have some announcements coming up, but I'm not quite ready. I thought I'd be ready to announce things today, but I'm not. But that's okay. You'll find out in due course. I did want to talk. I will be doing readings. Just got, I think, a couple. Hi Stephanie, I can't see who the other one is. A couple of people on. I just want to talk about mediumship when you go and watch someone do platform or do live audience readings. I actually went to one last weekend and it was terrible. But I just want to, I'm not going to name who the person is. It wasn't the worst I've seen. I've seen one worse, but I just wanted to talk about that and tell people to be discerning. As in, it's like having an individual reading. You need someone that's going to give you information and not need to ask you information. Just to give you an example, this lady was asking every person she connected with, she asked if their mum was dead, if their dad was dead, and the next thing was, it's someone's family, it's someone's birthday in the family. Oh, it could be next month, it could be in the next few months. Well, that's not specific. That's really fishing for information. It's not specific. So just for everyone, be discerning, as in, if someone feels like they're making up, they probably are. If someone's getting you specifics, then that's more convincing. And if someone's getting the information, the bits of evidence, without asking questions. And this lady read 9 people in 2 hours, and one of them was her friend. So it wasn't really, it was just very strange. And I was drawn to go, but I wasn't drawn to go, and I understood why. It was for me to see, wow, I need to make sure I don't do that. I don't think I do, but I'll really make sure that I don't. So that was really interesting. But that's just, I mean, I've only got a couple of people watching, but just wanted you to think about what you expect to see when you go and see audience readings and people giving readings. It's weird, my voice started, I did some readings this morning, I had the afternoon off, but I started losing my voice, so it's obviously I need to take a bit of a break or something. So I'm still doing readings this month through my booking link. I'm taking some time off September, October, going overseas. And then October, I've got the Sydney Mind Body Spirit Festival. November, I've got the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. And December, I've got a few different things. So I'm going to be back to Sydney and then going to Adelaide. So I've got a few different things. Sorry, I've got a really slow connection. I'm seeing numbers of people, but then the screen is flickering. So yeah, that's what I've got coming up. I've got I've got different things coming up. I am redoing my website. So thank you to the people who've reached out, said that they couldn't book. I've got a book now, and that link wasn't working, and a few other things. So thank you for your feedback. I'm sorting that out. Don't know what else there is. Hi, Stephanie. So would love any messages around my little dog's passing recently. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. To put him down, thank you. Power outages. Yeah, okay. I'm just feeling joy. I'm just feeling like, you know, with dogs especially, we get unconditional love. I mean, cats too. Cats can be a bit more just, I want to do my own thing. I'm just feeling joy. I'm just feeling he's back to, back to that joy and back to that state of, wow, look, I'm going exploring, I'm going on an adventure, and still visiting you, of course. Please don't feel bad for putting him down or making any decisions like that. There's no animosity. There's no, oh, I wish you didn't do that, or I wish you did that earlier. There's nothing like that. So don't stress about the timing of that, but also, it's okay. Everything's okay. I don't know why, but I'm smelling, I feel like I'm, don't know whether it's curtains or carpet or something. I don't know what's going to be steam cleaned with something like that. He's talking about that, like you're going to do something like that, or you're going to steam clean something, like one particular thing. But don't feel like it's carpets, because it feels more like it's one particular thing. So talking about that, and whatever you're going to do is okay. So you'll be doing some cleaning or something like that, but that's okay. And I know there was a lot of ear pain, sort of like, you know, when you've gone swimming and you've got a bit of a sinus infection and your ears are really hurting. I'm getting that pain. So the ear pain's okay and everything's okay now. So that's completely stopped. So that's what I'm getting with that. Were there anything especially you want to ask, Stephanie? Okay, looks like my screen's frozen. Maybe it'll be a very short live. Okay, my screen's just frozen. Oh, I can see your comment again. If you had any particular questions. He was incontinent for a while, thank you. Harry Hellraiser, yeah. That's cute. But he's got his joy again, he's got his spark. I know he wasn't towards the end, but that's there. Yeah, I don't feel okay, so that would make sense why you've got to do some cleaning if it's incontinent. But that's okay. It's like someone's going to come in and help you with that. All right, I've just gone. Okay, I've just gone blank. That explains the steam cleaning now. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what he, because I always like to ask what's changed since he's passed or since they've passed. And that's literally the words he used, steam cleaning. But he's talking about one particular place that, like, was the favourite place or the place, but it's kind of like he liked to just run amok and do things, but he was also funny and particular about things. But you've actually moved things when you've done the steam cleaning, and he's saying that's okay. Like he's kind of laughing at that, and he gets that. He now understands that humans have different nose and sensitivities to animals. It feels like he just assumed that you were a dog or you were part of the pack, and you everything you experience is the way he experienced it, kind of thing. Like he can see now that you're human. So it's probably a bit strange, but that's what he's saying. But yeah, the steam cleaning. Because I feel like he would have gone, in his heyday, he would have gone absolutely nuts at steam cleaning. It would have been like he would have grabbed it and run with it, or just run amok just because he could. But also it's like, well, who the hell do you think you are in my territory, sort of thing. So, but he's just laughing at it now that he's okay. Oh, your room. Beautiful, Stephanie. Thank you for that. Yeah, I love Harry's energy. Thank you for letting me connect with him. Hi, Lorraine. How you going? Oh, a bit of mediumship tonight. How's your heavenly dad going? Yeah, he's going well. He's... just tuning into your dad's energy. I just felt quite like I took my breath away, but then I also felt a little bit dizzy as well. He's a bit... Sorry, Lorraine, your dad's energy feels a bit intense. Don't know what's going on with family conflict at the moment. He's just very aware and very present around things. I don't feel it's not involving you directly, but you're hearing about it. It's just like he's saying, don't answer the call, don't answer the don't get involved, don't let people like reel you in, Lorraine, is what he's saying around family conflict. And things are not what you're seeing, what you're hearing, or what you think is going on is not what's going on, Lorraine. So that's what I'm getting for your dad. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Excellent proof. Awesome. Thank you. Just steam cleaning, it's the weirdest things they tell us. Yeah, Lorraine, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, is someone actually saying in your family, does anyone do sort of like this, or like tap, that they've got a nervous tapping of the hands around a conflict that says, can you hear what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Like that almost has to repeat themselves, like they're trying to validate something that's true, that's not true, but they're repeating themselves, or they're tapping. Your dad's just giving you that, Lorraine, as someone who's giving misinformation in the family. Sorry, I know that's not directly answering your question. You asked how your dad's going. He's going fine. Everything's fine. But he's just acknowledging your health and sleep and being separate from conflict. And by family, it's family as it was when he passed. So who would have gone to the funeral, who would have been involved in decisions and been around that. So I don't feel you're particularly close to these people, but there's a need to not answer your phone, not answer the door. I don't feel like they'll come to your door, but not answer the phone, not be involved is what your dad's saying. Oh, it's your sister. Okay, your sister does that. Wow, your sister's got quite a toxic masculinity energy. Like it feels a little more like a male energy. Yeah, but he's saying, because I've got goosebumps as you said, the sister, he's saying that what she says, if she's speaking about him, or she's speaking with authority about him, saying, Dad told me this, Dad wanted this, he's saying BS. It's not it's not how it is. So, like, don't pick up the phone. Don't be involved in that drama or that conflict, is what he's saying. Sorry, is there anything specific you want to ask your father, Lorraine? I feel like I've not answered. I mean, I've answered your question, but I feel like there is something specific, because he's just said to me, ask her. So I just want to ask. So it's interesting, in my private readings I've had a lot of mediumship, because, you know, normally it's not necessarily 50-50, but there's a lot of psychic mediumship, you know, but you do have patches where there's a lot of mediumship, which is great, because that's what I do. But it's interesting that I've got mediumship tonight as well. Yes, he does visit you, Lorraine. He's not with you all the time. But he does visit. I'm not even getting a sense of what he, sometimes they tell me that they're playing with lights or whatever. He's not even telling me that. He's saying you can feel him. You can feel it when he's around. And it's a core feeling, almost like you're being pulled forward or you're being pulled backward. It's almost like if you imagine sort of someone grabbing you and almost like if you had a sort of like a belly button ring through your solar plexus, and he could grab it and pull you forward or pull you back. That's the feeling you get, just sort of a feeling of being pulled is when he's around. Thank you, Lorraine. Hi, Fleur. How you going? Hi, Christine. How you going? Any messages for you? Christine, are you in WA? I'm just like, go west. I just got shown WA. Your name's familiar and I can't place where you are, but just go west is what I'm getting. Stuff this I want to say get your timing right, Christine. There's opportunities around work, but it's kind of like they're not visible to you yet or not presenting themselves to you yet, but there's, when you feel it, do it, or when you're feeling, so that's interesting. That's a bit of a common thing with you, Lorraine and Christine, is trust your instincts, because when you're feeling it, you're spot on. I'm feeling like, Christine, there's something around work in, and it's not even a higher opportunity, it's another opportunity. Like it might be that if you do a job where you do different aspects of that, but you like one, there's an opportunity of that coming up. That's what I'm getting around that. Oh, you are in Perth. Met you at the expo. Well, I haven't been to Perth for, I think, 2 or 3 years. So that was a while ago. There was the Every Woman Expo that was run by the MBS, and they've stopped. And then there was someone else going to do Perth, and she's, I believe, not. But I wasn't going to go to that anyway. But yeah, let me know, Christine, if there's any events you want me to go to in Perth, or any functions or something like that. I would go over, because I haven't been to Perth in a few years. So you're asking, so yeah, that's what I'm drawn to around the work, the trust your instincts around a conversation and opportunity around that. Now you left claims and now in Parks and Resort. Beautiful. It's kind of like the Parks and Resort though, just there's an opportunity that's like there. It's not that you're going to change again or to something different, but there's something that you're already doing or a subset of what you're doing, and there's an opportunity to run with that and just do that or expand on that. So there's something around that that's come out. That actually feels more towards the end of the year though, but there's conversations now about that happening, or fishing for whether you're interested in that happening, which is good. So for those of you who've just joined me more recently, I will be doing Wednesdays at 5 p.m. fortnightly. So rather than doing Friday once a month, I'm just doing Wednesday 5 to 6 p.m. fortnightly. So obviously when I chop and change, I'm surprised to see anyone here today, because when I chop and change hours, people aren't necessarily on, but that's okay. I just want to put to you, if you missed the start, just want to put to people, what do you expect when you see someone delivering audience readings? So when you see mediumship readings or connections to loved ones to the audience, I just want to say, what do people expect to see? Like, do you hope for a message? Do you want to learn? What's sort of the feeling? just because I had an interesting experience on the weekend. I saw someone, oh, thank you. Oh, did you meet my husband, Christine? Oh, that must have been a while ago, because he didn't come a few years ago, but he came to the one before that. Yeah, been married 10 years this year, and I think we've been to Perth 3 times. We literally go every 3 to 4 years, but he hasn't been for about 6 years. So that's interesting. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Lorraine. Sorry, so Christine, you asked about your nan. Okay, this is really weird. Getting a love-hate relationship with citrus, like whether she'd cooked with it but couldn't eat it directly, or she had juices but couldn't eat them or couldn't cook with them, one or the other. Something about a love-hate relationship with citrus. So she's laughing at that, and she's saying the apple doesn't fall from not far from a tree. I know she's talking about citrus. Apple isn't a citrus, but there's a similar thing with you, Christine, but it's like you're the opposite, which is funny. And she's also talking about okay. Sorry, Christine, your nan is talking about food. That's what she's wanting to show me. She's laughing at someone in the family recently who've made pancakes. And she's showing me one and then the other thing, so I don't know which one applies to her and the other, but she's laughing at someone made, like she used to make sort of like, your nan, Christine, would make like beautiful crisp pancakes, not crepes, but thin, nice thin pancakes. And she's laughing at someone, Christine, in the family who made pancakes that were too thick and too fat. And it's like, you know, by the time you put topping on it, it's just a massive meal as opposed to a thin, delicate. So she's laughing about someone in the family who made pancakes recently. I don't feel like that was you, Christine, but she's just laughing about that because you're going to hear about that. And whoever that was in the family about to catch up and have a meal or have a like coffee and something to eat. So just laughing about that. Interesting, she's saying lay off the coffee for you. Which is interesting because I don't feel like she would be like that in real life. So, and just when I got that, Christine, I felt a little bit dizzy. So I don't know what's going on with your blood pressure. Just felt that actually. All right, so a bit of interesting mediumship, sort of lots of things about food and what's being cleaned around the home. But anyway, that's what it is tonight. So Fleur's saying there was someone else. Oh, hi Tinker. I'm just scrolling up. Who else said hi? Someone else said hi. Just trying to see who that is. Thank you, Lorraine. Tinker, I just asked what people expect when they see live audience readings. What's a good thing to expect? Oh, Christine, yes, Dad cannot eat oranges. I am like my dad, and she knows my mother is toxic. Okay, beautiful. So you do have high blood pressure. Beautiful. Oh, well, not beautiful, but that's what your nan was saying in not drinking, for you to watch the coffee that you're drinking. Like watch what's going on in your mouth. There's something, Christine, that feels like, and obviously I'm not giving medical advice or anything like that, but something feels like, I don't know how to explain it. You know when you have, so for example, my brother that passed had a medical condition. He drank a lot. He drank a lot of alcohol, but he would have one drink and that would be like him having 3 or 4 drinks in terms of the toxicity and the way his liver oxidized the alcohol. It was so slow. There was so much going on. So I'm getting a feeling like that with you drinking coffee, Christine, as in it's, or what you're consuming has a more immediate and a a heavier effect on your blood pressure. So something about getting a medical checkup, Christine, and checking the effects of food, or getting dietary advice and checking the effects of food on your blood pressure. There's something about that right now, because everything's more stable around your work, Christine, and it's sort of like it's a good time just to get a checkup. You know, it's like if you were getting your car checked up, you do that when you're quiet and nothing's going on. And I don't feel anything bad. You're not going to be told off or anything, but you're going to find out something about a particular food or particular thing that you shouldn't be having, and it'll be easy to go without it. You might notice it from time to time, but that's going to regulate your blood pressure more. That's what your nan was talking about, I feel. Thank you for that, Christine. Hey, Tinker. So yeah, expect the unexpected. Sometimes more often than not, it's not the messages they were looking for, it's the one they needed. Yeah, absolutely. And that's it. You know, have a bit of discernment, as in learn, you know, if you're not getting a reading, you might learn something from readings for other people, but also there might be a message that someone in the audience gets and you learn, it relates to you. Yeah, and if it's not the one you thought you would get, it might be the one you need. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, so thank you, Christine, for letting me connect with Nan. Sorry, she's going on about your blood pressure. Okay, beautiful. I'll keep scrolling up. All right. I think you asked a question, Tinker. I'm trying to look for it. Oh my God, can't see it. What was your question, Tinker? And for those of you who've joined me, I've got and didn't hear at the start, I've got a special for July for any bookings through Calendly, www.calendly.com/Psychic Rhonda Kelly. Any 30-minute readings, you will actually get 40 minutes. So that's just for this month. All right. I know Tinker asked a question. I can't see it. Oh, beautiful. Any messages for you? Thanks. I love the mushroom. Beautiful. Thanks, Tinker. I'm feeling like you're really guided by, like, trust. I don't feel that you've been sick lately. I'm not getting that, but there's a need to sort of slow down and pause when you feel it. Like, just listen to your body. And I feel like you do that anyway, but there's a sort of things are in slow motion at the moment, and that's a good thing. Sorry, I'm just drawn to, don't know why, but I'm drawn to, what's the date today? Date's the 8th. I'm drawn to 2 to 3 weeks' time. For some reason, you being in, like, mama bear mode. I feel like there's something going on and you stepping in and sorting it out. Enough of the bear, so I'm sorting it out. Like, this is how it is. And then just, like, moving people or doing, like, there's kind of like a move or a change, but you're the one that's sorting that out. Oh, beautiful. You said in your daily gratitude post on your live that you feel like you're in hermit mode and honouring it. Yeah, absolutely. And it's okay. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just how it needs to be. I feel like you're going to be busier around your work. Like in the last, if you were to divide the year off in a work, in a thing of every 4 months, like the last 3 months of the year, you're going to be really busy around work. But there's something about sorting out family, something about sorting out your kids towards the end of this month, but not at the end. It's like at the end of the month, everyone's chilled and you've sorted it out, but you putting people in a place or you're doing something like that. And it's like it's a conflict, Tinker, that's not unexpected, but you sorting that out. Like, and you have to be physically there to go do that. So it's almost like it's a hassle having to go somewhere or do something, but you're just like, no, that's not happening, and walk out. So that's what I'm getting with you. There's also, with you being sort of in a hermit mode now, it's almost like there's sorry, I know you're living like on a property. Obviously I haven't seen it yet, but it's kind of like someone wants to change something or do something and you don't need to do it. Like, what you've done is enough. So something about someone stepping in saying, I think you should do that. And it's a bit ridiculous. So I don't know whether there's any siblings or anything on that family that might come in, but it's unnecessary. So it's kind of, but I feel like that's going to be your partner that says no and sorts it out. So it's like something on the home front is like putting a stop to something, and I feel with your kids putting a stop to something. So that feels like it feels like it's going to be almost like the start of this month, or now from the 8th compared to the end of the month. It's like, wow, we did really well. We sorted that out. If that happened 2 years ago, we might not have done that, but now we're just not putting up with it. So we're sorting that out, which feels really good, actually. I'm also seeing a contract with you, Tinker. I don't know whether you're looking for work or you're going to get, but there's something, I'm seeing a contract signed, and I feel like it's almost like a feeling of, oh, I kind of want to do that, but I'm a little bit bored. It's pretty easy, but easy is okay. It's just, I mean, I can remember working night shift, the first job I ever had, and like we had an overlap, and it was working nights and we'd be able to sleep. Like it was a bit, and obviously when we're busy, we wake the person up, but it was like, oh my God, I'm being paid for this, and I was paid really well. So something about you being paid, feeling like, do I really need to be there, or do I really need me? Well, it might be just peace of mind for you being there when it's busy. Hermit mode was activated after being out in the garden and having beautiful spiritual experiences. So hermit mode feels great for processing. Yeah, absolutely. And, your instinct, yeah, feel new boundaries being implemented. Yeah, absolutely, new boundaries. But I feel like with your partner, it's a boundary that he didn't realize he had to set. Whereas with you, it feels like it's an existing thing, but you putting a stop to it. So there's sort of a different duration of time with that. But yeah, I feel like you're going to have a job that's really, it might be 1 day a week or something. Okay, so you have been applying for jobs, all kinds of jobs in your travel distance and a role. It literally feels like when you go in, and I know you like to go in, get things done, and you're motivated and all the rest. I mean, I remember the first time you did readings at DY, the first psychic fair I hosted at DY RSL. Now I think someone else is doing it there. You actually went and talked to people and drummed up business and were motivated and all the rest of it, and you just had that spirit. So I completely get what I'm saying, is in you'll go somewhere and you'll do your work and you'll kind of feel like, wow, it's not much to do. Am I need to be there? Like, should I really be paid this much? But I feel just it's okay, because it won't be long after you start that you'll see why you need to be there, because when it's busy or when there's stuff happening, there's a need for you to be there. And it feels like it's sort of like, again, you've got the people skills, or you've got the common sense, the intuition, that when you need to be at the forefront or the face for the public, you just sort it out. So when that happens, you just do your thing. Don't stress that you're the most junior person there. Not that I feel that you would, but it's sort of a feeling, do you really need me? What am I doing here? But that's, yeah, so that again feels this month that it's a contract of a new job. I think you told me you're applying for new jobs, but that was a while ago. Or you were thinking that was your intention. But yeah, that feels like that's changing this month. Beautiful. Thank you, Tinker. Alrighty. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm well. Thank you. Any messages for you, please? And thank you. Oh, Sarah, I just felt a bit hot and cold. What are you apprehensive about, Sarah? Something felt like, I feel like, Sarah, you need to listen to your body more. Sorry, I think I felt like I burped. I don't know whether I did or not. And my spiritual burps are different, as in when there's an energy. There's, sorry, Sarah, I'm feeling like, if you don't want to go do something, or you don't want to go to some event, you don't need to. And listen to your body. If you're feeling almost like, oh, I went to stand up and I couldn't, I just sat right down again, that spirit's saying, no, don't go, you don't need to do that. And it's okay to say no, Sarah, not to do things. I don't feel like you do public speaking, Sarah. I'm not feeling like you do, but someone around you does. And it's, you're going to have almost an altercation. I don't feel it's an argument. I don't feel like it's a discussion, but I'm sort of getting the word discussion / altercation, as in you might have a disagreement with someone and it's like, what are you saying? That's ridiculous. Or it might be someone that presses your buttons, but listen to what they say of how they trust their body, is what I'm getting, Sarah. It's kind of like, I feel like you're being divinely guided right now, whether you do something, whether you move forward or you stay. It's almost like approach your work and life now like you're playing chess, like it's a bit strategic. And for some reason, Sarah, I want you to do like jigsaw puzzles or something like that, as in just allow your mind to wander, daydream, and do a particular thing, whether it's look at oracle cards or do crossword puzzles, but it's more just using your hands, and just like to really take a step back and step into your intuition. Thank you, Sarah. Tinker, I can read the room, so I can adapt to my personal. Oh, I've got a message. I can't see. Personality to connect with them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, beautiful. I absolutely love that. All right, Margaret, hi, how you going? You just saw the message that you're live. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Margaret. Yeah, so I'm going live. Sorry, I'm just not sure. Yeah, I'm going live every Wednesday fortnight. So not next week, but the week after from 5 to 6. Just got shown a thing. For each person on a Facebook Live, I can like, reply, ban, mute, or sticker. So I don't know what that means. You know what, Margaret? I'm going to give you a sticker because I don't even know what that does. Tell me what it does. Sticker should stay within the box. Viewers will see updates to your stickers when you apply them. Okay. Margaret, I think I've just given you a sticker. So tell me what that is, or I'll look back on the live and see what it is. I am, by the way, I don't know whether you follow my social media, but just to let you know, I have a YouTube channel, Rhonda Kelly's Readings. I have an Instagram account, Rhonda Kelly's Readings. This is going live on my Facebook page, Rhonda Kelly's Readings. I also have a Facebook group, Rhonda Kelly's Readings. And I started the group before I started this one, the page, thinking that everyone will just follow across, but there are some people still in the group that are not on the page, and those people, there are people that still interact, like with the incognito art competition, And congratulations to Pauline, by the way. She won the 30-minute reading. So there are some people that still interact on the group. So whatever I post on my page, I then share to my group. And when you see, if you're friends with me as well, when you see my posts, they're copied from my Instagram page. I've also got a TikTok account, Rhonda Psychic. I'm also on LinkedIn. It's actually Rhonda Blythman, my married name, but it's Rhonda Kelly's Readings. And I'm on and Reddit as well. I'm Psychic Rhonda Kelly, or Psychic Medium Rhonda on Reddit. So I'm on different social media. So please check them out. Follow me just as a way of supporting the lives, or like and share the video. But that's nice to follow me, and then you can stay up to date with my competitions and my offers as well. You can't see any sticker. No, that's okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't know what the sticker was, but I just saw that option for the first time, so I thought I'd do it. Sarah's saying, thank you, Rhonda. I can't sit still to do jigsaw puzzles. I honestly wish I could. Thanks again, Rhonda. With you not being able to sit still, I feel like there's a need for a second opinion or a reassessment of that. Because I literally saw you sitting down doing a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, I'm not feeling like there's anything amiss or anything that's not been said or not been done, but I'm feeling like there's another option, or there's a different approach. I'm feeling like there is, and you'll still not be able to sit down for hours and hours and do jigsaw puzzles, but that's what I saw you doing. Or even if you visualize yourself doing a jigsaw puzzle, if you're not physically doing it, but you seeing putting the piece on. That's an example I used to do. For example, when I did martial arts and I had a competition or tournament coming up and I'd be fighting, I'd intuitively, whether that's sort of like a remote viewing or an overhead clairvoyancy, I would project myself forward doing my technique or seeing what the opponent was going to do. I would sort of do that, and then when it actually happened, it just went smoothly. I'd, win a tournament because I blocked something, or I did a strike, or I did something. That's what I'm sort of seeing as being approached to your jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Tinker. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. All right, so I'll... All right, I'll just do 2 more before I wrap it up. Yeah, so just going back to my YouTube, Rhonda Kelly's Readings, I've had a couple of important things I've been working on, and they've not come to completion, but I've done what I need to do. So I'm editing some of my old content. For those of you who don't know, I did a recipe playlist during COVID, Rhonda's recipes. I will actually do something with that. So if you have any ideas, if you want to see a recipe book, or you want to see what you want to see, and I'm also working on some ebooks as well. So they'll be available in a few months. But I've found some old recipes that I'm editing, and I'm just going to add to my content. So they were recorded a while ago, but I'll add to them. And I might do sort of like 1 a month or something like that, a new one. But Rhonda Kelly's Readings. So these lives, I'm no longer streaming to YouTube and Facebook, but these lives I'm then posting about a month later to my YouTube channel. So you can actually watch the readings again if you'd like. So for example, I've recently just posted June's video. So June reading. So if you had a reading in June, you want to relook at that, you can actually see that. So what you can't see on YouTube is you can't see the comments, but you'll hear my voice in saying, I have a reading for you, Mary, or you'll hear your name being spoken. But yeah, please like like the video, share it to yourself, you know, or share it to your friends. But yeah, that's another thing you can do, subscribe and like. All right, beautiful. So, well, I'm surprised I've had so many people watch tonight because, like I said, I've chopped and changed. But yeah, Wednesdays suit me better. And even when I'm busy touring, I'm touring differently next year. But Wednesdays are generally consistent in that I'm usually in the one spot. All right. There were a couple more. Sarah, did I read you? I think I did. The steam cleaning. That's so funny that the dog talked about the steam cleaning. All right, beautiful. Kathy, hi. Liked and shared. Thank you so much. Sorry, and someone's also asked me, I get a lot of comments privately, and if I don't reply, it's because I'm doing readings, I'm busy, but someone asked me about Psychic TV, when I'm going to host those lives again. I'm actually not. I did that, God, years ago, like 2 to 3 years ago or something. I'm not hosting them. Basically, I was asked to do Saturday nights, but not paid for it, so I'm not doing them. I'm not giving up my Saturday night, so I'm going to focus on advertising my own business and hosting my own lives, but I'm not. But I did get good feedback from that. If you do want to see any of the ones I've hosted, I've actually got a playlist. I forget the playlist. You can, when you look at my channel, Rhonda Kelly's Readings, you can see the playlist, and I've got the live streams that I did through StreamYard, but then I've got Psychic TV, I think, as a playlist, and I've actually got videos from 2016. So I've got videos from 10 years ago when I was in a television studio, and then I've got videos from more recently and the live streams that I've been on, and I haven't actually been a guest with them for over a year now, just because it doesn't align to me. So I'm still on the phone lines with them, but you can obviously book with me privately. I prefer you to book with me privately, and it's actually cheaper. I charge $5 a minute privately. Through them, it's $6 a minute. So just so that you know, I'm still with them, but I haven't been on the live streams. So that's the reason why I've decided not to. Yeah, the jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, but that's interesting what I got shown, Sarah. Okay, I think it was... All right, so it's two more. I'll do Margaret and who was the other one? And Kathy. So Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Oh no, I did your one, Margaret. Yeah, that was the sticker one. So it was Kathy I'm doing. Beautiful. So Kathy, you're my last one. Liked and shared. My husband's cooking me a pizza for dinner. Liked and shared just what you can see for me in the next couple of months. Many thanks. Okay, Kathy. All right, what I'm being shown, this is my life motto. When I have a choice of doing two things, I choose the most exciting. And sure, I might be nervous leading up to it, or I'm doing something, or I'm being on stage or whatever, but it's like, hell, I'll just go for it. But that's what I'm getting with you. Choose the most exciting option in the next 2 to 3 months. And exciting can be on your doorstep, in your house, or it could be going overseas, whatever excitement means to you, because that you do think very quickly. That's what your guides are saying. You think very quickly. So it's got to be something, I feel, where you're not as in control of it, Kathy. So, you know, if you were to choose one of 5 different activities to do, say on the weekend, and 3 were predictable, or 3 you would logically figure it out, don't do those 3. Do one of the other 2. That's what I'm feeling. It just feels like shake up, like spice up your life a bit, but shake up your routine. So do exciting things. Aim to do 1 exciting thing on a weekend. That's what I'm getting, just to shake that up. Oh, I've just got a New South Wales caller. But that's what I'm getting. It has been a bit of an unusual day for me. Every reading I've done, everything I've done, I've had people trying to call me. Don't call in between. Try to call when I do that. But that's interesting that happened in the reading with you, Kathy Reed Williams. So that's what I'm getting. Choose excitement over what you can logically know or not logically already see the outcome. You've got very good clairvoyance. You've got remarkable clairvoyance, Kathy. So it's kind of like you're seeing the outcome. So in terms of choosing the most exciting thing, that might be an outcome you see, but it might be an outcome that you're unsure of that you want, but it feels like it's fun. It feels exciting, is what I'm getting. Hi, Jocelyn. How you going? Thank you so much, Kathy. All right, that's 6 o'clock, so that's me. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched. I do appreciate your time. So as I said, I'm going to be here every Wednesday fortnight, so tonight and Wednesday in 2 weeks' time. I probably should have written down the date. For anyone who books with me, if I've covered something and you want a longer reading, I am offering a July special, so a 30-minute reading booked through calendly.com/Rhonda Kelly. You'll actually get 40 minutes. And in the comments, you can just write Facebook or just write 40 minutes or whatever that is. But I will honour that anyway for any bookings for half-hour readings. And it's quite funny. I posted that, and then I've had a run of people that have booked our readings. And I'm just offering the sale on 30 minutes. But that's quite funny that I've offered that sale, and that's what happens. So I hope everyone is well. Take care of yourself. Thank you for supporting me, giving me the feedback. Please look at my other social medias, Rhonda Kelly's Readings on YouTube and Instagram, or my other group with the same name, Rhonda Kelly's Readings. Appreciate you, and see you in a fortnight. Take care. Bye.